Hello, and welcome to my character intro series, where I give you a quick intro to the main cast of MECHFIA Season 0. Our fourth video will be about David Helterson, or as the MECHFIA knows him, the Red Wolf. Nike Siso of Lily. David is what we call a survivor, which means he was born pre-submersion and was one of the thousands of people who survived. He was born in Norway to Cynthia and Eric Helterson, with Calcio as his older sister. Their parents were part of a robotheist evangelical doomsday cult that believed in the Great Reset, and they did not survive the submersion because they died just days before. A few days before the submersion, the Heltersons were going to upgrade in order to survive the Great Reset, which is robotheist speak for kill yourself. As part of their final goodbyes, Eric revealed that he had sexually abused his own son, up until David was 13. And so Calcio took the gun that was meant to be used on herself and shot her father in the head, and then her mother. With both parents dead, David and Calcio were supposed to be next, but Calcio convinced her little brother not to do it, and to join her on the next space flight instead. That decision ended up sparing both of them from the submersion, since they were orbiting Earth while it happened. After the submersion, Calcio made some other decisions that led to her not being in David's life. And as David grew up alone, he never got treatment. Instead, he ended up joining the MECHFIA, because surely power and violence would fix everything. With how sadistic David grew up to be, he quickly developed a reputation for being ruthless and terrifying. David is attuned with the ice signature. It's not actual ice that can melt into water, just magic that takes on qualities of ice. He has a wide range of abilities with his ice, but he can't turn things into ice. He can only create it and control what he creates. Now, before I go into other details, we have to dedicate this section to the focus of David's character, Lillian. Lillian was David's wife. He met her in Zone 4, where she was born, and convinced her to move to Zone 13 with him, after promising he would get the first marriage laws revoked. Obviously, he didn't. Lillian got in way over her head with David. She knew he was a MECHFIA boss, and that's part of what drew her in. But once she became pregnant, she finally realized that their baby would also grow up in the MECHFIA, and she didn't want that. The conflict led to her and David fighting more and more, until Lillian cheated on him with another woman. That woman, Marion Bornacki, will be introduced in the next video. David found out about the affair, and that Lillian was planning to run off with their baby to elope with Marion. He, didn't take it very well. He kept Lillian in captivity, so that she couldn't run off with the baby, but Lillian did end up escaping. And unfortunately, she would go into premature labor with nobody around to help her. Lillian hemorrhaged and bled to death shortly before David found her and the newborn. This would be the defining moment of both David and Lily's life. David was unable to accept his role in Lillian's death, so he blamed it on Lily instead, and would physically and emotionally abuse her for most of her childhood. Only when Lily hit puberty did that abuse become sexual, because now she looked more like Lillian, and David could use her to cope with his grief. She became her father's replacement wife. Literally, thanks to the first marriage laws in Zone 13. Okay, now we can get to the less heavy stuff. David's color scheme is primarily blue and white, a reference to his love for ships and sailing back before the oceans turned acidic. But there's also red, as the nickname Red Wolf suggests, to symbolize the bloodlust and violence that has become very normal in David's life. David's favorite food in Zone 13 is much like Lily's. He likes roasted lavazu, but he has his sauce on the outside, and he seasons it. And it has just dawned on me that David's favorite food is shaped like a ball, and looks like it's got hair on it. We're just gonna ignore those implications. In terms of design, I wanted to keep his outfit similar to Lily's because there isn't a lot of fashion variety in Zone 13, and to show that Lily mimics her father in a lot of ways. The red sash is the male version of the headscarf. While women in their first marriage wore the headscarf, men wore the sash. The symbol on David's glove here shows that he's a survivor. And the cloak on his left arm is an homage to his daughter wife, who was born without her left arm. And that's it for David. I gotta say, he's one of the antagonists that I'm the most excited for, since his and Lily's relationship is just so fucked up. As always, if you have any questions, you can find the MECHFIA server and the MECHFIA blog in my Linktree, which is always listed in the description. Thanks for watching!